Want to go over something real quick. We went bow fishing on the river last night. Got a few hours of sleep. Trying to get these fish clean before the storm comes in real quick. But I wanted to kind of show you how a lot of people have questions about gar and what do you do with them. We personally really like to eat them. Um, they're really good, really clean meat. You do have to learn kind of how to clean them. Of course, they're tough. But we shot a few last night along with some other stuff. And I want to show you kind of how to do it, some how I've done it, some tools to use. Of course, they're really tough. This is a pretty little spotted gar right here. I got these. These are actually get them for trimming goats' feet. We raise milk goats as well, and so they're super strong, super sharp, and so it kind of helps you get started. I'll usually start right here. Some guys will make a jig for this, but I haven't done that yet. I might, but I come right above this last fin, cut into it right there. Like I said, these things are pretty sharp. You're gonna need something pretty sharp to cut through that. Cut all the way down to the edge. Flip them over. Do the same thing here. Oh, I didn't mention at the beginning. Before you do any of this, you really want to rinse these fish off. They are slick, and it will cause you to have an accident. And I come right back up. Just put those right under the scales as you get going up, and come right up the backbone. And buying a good pair of these, they're not overly expensive or something similar. It'll save you a whole lot of time. Go all the way up, and then kind of do the same thing here. Put all the way down to the belly. Flip it around. Of course, you want to have a good sharp knife, something that's got a little link to it. You'll see why. Now that you separate this, you take the tip of that knife, run along right underneath the skin to the back, and you just run that tip right underneath, and then I'll start opening up. And then I'll just use my finger to go in there, help spread it open, and all the way down. Then you have this easy access. Same thing on this other side. The storms come in. I hope we can beat them. And all I'm doing is just running that very tip of that knife up against the inside of the skin, and that stuff will just kind of lay open for you as you work your way down. When you get it all the way opened up, then you have this. It just totally exposes everything pretty quick. On each side of this other spine right here, there's just two big fillets. When you go in, I'll just cut right down the side of this. When you go in and cut this off, kind of angle your fillet knife a little bit, because you're going to be sitting right on top of the ribs. And so I'll just Start at the back. Right down that way. All the way up to the front. Then I just have my hands in there and I'm trying to show you working that knife along the top of those ribs right there, just a little bit of an angle. And you'll go. There's the top of the rib cage. Work it down. Down on top. And then you have a totally boneless back strap, is what I call it, just like on a deer. Do the same thing on the other side. You might trim up a little bit of this stuff. Usually you can do it in various ways. A lot of times I'll just cut it up into nuggets, fry it like any other fish, and it is excellent. It has its own kind of flavor, but it's really, really, really good. So just do the same thing on the other side. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Good luck and be safe.